Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Hope you're having a great day. This is going to be a Diablo 4 video, and oh my goodness, things are moving fast. Hot fixes are flying like every 8 hours. Things are getting changed, fixed, bugs are being corrected, things are being nerfed, classes' abilities are being changed. The spawn rates of mobs in the most popular areas is being slammed down. So I'm trying to keep you in the loop here, consistently going through everything. And late last night, as you can see, at 2:15 in the morning for me, we were actually just wrapping up farming XP, and we started to notice, oh my goodness, this is like way different now. It was hot fixed. The area that we were farming and the area that I did a video on showing the highest mob density was literally fixed while we were farming it. Like, we didn't even have to restart our client or anything. It just, boom, it was fixed. So Blizzard is really rolling stuff out fast, and we're going to talk about it in this video and keep you in the loop. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so yesterday I did a video showcasing the insane mob density that you could get from this dungeon right here, Maugan's Works, which is going to be just north of Virez. And we were farming this, getting close to, I want to say, like in between 30 and 40 million XP per hour. We were absolutely blasting up. And if you're diligent enough to kind of play efficiently with the constant resets you have to do every 2 minutes or so, it was insanely efficient. But it was only, we were only doing this for like 10 hours before it got adjusted. And what was happening was there was huge swaths, mobs of massive elite packs that were spawning, and it must have been something that Blizzard had it intended or something, because it was literally spawning like 30 elite packs. It was just something insane in like one clump in this dungeon. Well, now it's kind of functioning as a normal area, and these massive rooms of 30 elite packs is not really happening anymore. And I can also pop on into the dungeon and show you what I'm talking about. If you didn't see yesterday's video going over this area, what it was like I said, you pop in, you run around, and you find like 1 or 2 spots where there is literally 30 or 40 elite packs, just this massive room of mobs. So I've got this on World Tier 1, so I can just run around without shooting and see how many mobs are in here, so I cannot die. And let's see how it compares to the spot here. So yeah, you would kind of run around. This is all normal. And then there'd be like a big room. Like one of these rooms would open up like right here. So there'd be like this massive conglomerate of a bunch of mobs. Let's go through. Yeah, see that nothing so far. And then right here, nothing. Nope, nope, nope. None of this is fitting the bill. And it happened every time. There wasn't RNG. There was always at least one room of just crazy amount of elite packs, and it was usually right there was a good area for it to spawn to on that tile set. Yeah, this looks like a mostly normal, or if anything, underwhelming area now. I'm not seeing even anything like half as good as it was last night. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so now it's an underwhelming area. So it's like probably less than 20% of what it was in terms of having this huge room of all of these elite packs. So I don't know if it was a bug. I don't know if it was intended and now Blizzard had to nerf it and adjust it because it was the best spot in the game. I don't know the exact reasoning. All I can tell you is we farmed this a ton, and we immediately noticed it while we were farming that it had changed, and it's very obvious when you kind of run through it if you saw it last night. You can see the video. I have the footage of it if you want to check out what it looked like last night and how absolutely crazy it was. But the video that I did talking about the awesome dungeon to run Champion's Demise is super good. We didn't notice this changed yet. I'm going to crunch the numbers a little bit more today. It's in the morning right now as of me recording this. I'm going to be grinding all day, and I will start plugging numbers into spreadsheets and testing the XP per hour that we're getting from Champion's Demise. But Champion's Demise was somewhere between like 15 and 25 million per hour. This new one that got hotfixed was approaching like 40 million XP per hour, so it was completely ridiculous. But this is the one with the 3 different lanes that you can farm, and I'll try to remember to link to the dedicated video to Champion's Demise. That is a super important video to watch if you're looking for one of the best areas in the game to farm, either solo or in a group, or if you're power leveling somebody, it's just a great general spot to farm XP. And you can get there within just a minute or so. You teleport to the Girondai waypoint, you come out the northeast, and then boom, Champion's Demise right there. And you can kind of reset it over and over and take your 3 different lanes and farm up a bunch of XP. Also, make sure you subscribe down below because I've got hundreds of hours in Diablo 4. And before the global release that's coming soon, the full release of the game, I'm going to release my top tips and tricks video that I've learned in working with all the different content creators and the hundreds of hours of playing on different classes and finding all of the altars, finishing the campaign and all of that. I'm going to wrap it up, put a bow on top, and give you all of my current best tips and tricks coming out later today. But yeah, Blizz is not playing around. They are slamming this stuff. I think it was like twice yesterday. So first they did the patch where I think it was late at night as well. But they came out with that patch where they really adjusted the Barbarian, like halved the effectiveness of the Whirlwind Barbarian. They made some changes to the Rogue, and they were adjusting the Druid and all sorts of different things in the game. They nerfed the Treasure Goblins, which we were all up in arms with at first. But it turns out they were just nerfing the Treasure Goblins in like the PvP area or something like that. It wasn't like a wide ranging whole game kind of thing, but it was worded like that in the patch notes originally. Then late last night, we're farming XP, and the spot that we're farming XP and the spot that I was excited to show you here on the channel gets nerfed right after I show you it on the channel. So that's why it's important right now, as the game is so new, to follow this stuff like literally by the minute. I got to be checking this stuff and be ready to update you here on the channel so that I'm not telling you to go farm spots that end up getting nerfed, because they're basically going through and monitoring all of the areas that we are testing and figuring out are super, super strong. And this is kind of to be expected, to be honest, because we know that the season 1 is going to be launching in July, I believe, like towards the end of July. So what this is right now, what we're all going to be playing on early access and global launch, is going to be the pre-season, Blizzard called it, where we're going to be running in, experiencing the game, finding our altars, doing the campaign, and we're going to see what ends up being the hot spots to farm, what ends up being the meta builds. And then I'm sure before season 1, Blizzard is going to come out with some massive patch where they are probably add like a new mechanic to the game. They do some big balance changes. They go through the classes that seem to be underperforming and maybe aren't as popular are going to get buffed up a little bit. Maybe the classes that have insane builds like the endgame Barbarian was doing are going to get adjusted down a little bit. And then we'll hopefully get a pretty crazy season 1 with all of these fixes and adjustments. And we can get ready to have a completely crazy season 1. So the grind is going to continue. I've been working on a few things. I tested the Fire Sork a little bit last night. I was going to upload a dedicated video about that and what I found, trying to get like the Firewall, Hydra, Sorcerer to work endgame. And now I'm going to be diving into like leveling up Necro and testing that, and then continuing to test the Sorcerer endgame. I need to release like endgame versions of the build that I'm running to machine gun content and farm super fast with burst DPS on the Sorcerer, and lots of stuff to keep getting after it here in game. But yeah, I will see you all soon in the next video. If you haven't played the early access and you're going to be playing the game soon with the full public release, good luck, and I will release the tips and tricks video to forward as much information as I can to you before the global launch of the game. So have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Diablo 4 content, and I will see you soon in the next video. Peace.